The Salish Sea, an incredibly diverse marine ecosystem where beauty abounds. Yet, the decline of the ecosystem is outpacing recovery. The Salish Sea School is on an endless pursuit to cultivate a community of student leaders to restore health to the marine ecosystems. To connect all students to the remarkable classroom right outside their doorsteps. To provide transformational outdoor experiences that reconnect students with nature. That empower students as researchers. That engage students to act on behalf of all forms of life in the sea. None of this would be possible without the generous support of our sponsors. Because of you, we've given over $12,000 in scholarships in just our first year. Without these resources, nearly 80% of students would not have been inspired by the programs of the Salish Sea School. And for these gifts, we say a very heartfelt thank you.
All right, here we are in Bandon, Oregon, down here on the beach. And there's a great group of people called Wash to Shore. And what they do is they pick up trash from the beaches. They get groups of people, nonprofits, and they come out and they pick up plastic that washes up on the shore. And they make these awesome sculptures out of them. And they help to educate children about the process of what happens when plastic ends up in our ocean. And what happens when birds and animals eat the plastic and how it is toxic and it kills them. So after they pick up the trash off the shore, they take it to a facility and they separate it by color, by different things. There's aluminum cans, they have plastic bottles and plastic jugs, they have pieces of fiber of different things, you know, flip-flops and things like that. They find pails, and then they sort it into these bins. And then the kids come and then they make little like scales out of the cans, and they make things in certain shapes and sizes so that they can put them together and make these really cool sculptures. They're here and educating people about how we can change and we can do things differently as far as what we buy and what we purchase to put our food in. It takes a little more effort, but it really ends up a good thing, because then we're taking care of our environment, we're saving animals, we're saving fish, and ultimately we're saving ourselves. So I'm really pleased to be here in Bandon, Oregon, and talking to you about Wash to Shore. And I hope you check them out, and who knows, you might end up down here on the beach with a group of people and picking up trash, and then they make these beautiful sculptures out of them. These sculptures are all around the country, and these people talk about these things with groups of kids and different places that they go, so that they can understand what exactly is happening in our ocean. So let's take care of our beautiful planet, people.
I like to wake up early on Sunday mornings. I sit on our deck that overlooks a pond. The warmth of the day slowly burns away the mist, and I listen to the songbirds. Each bird has its own story, and each story is told in a different way. Sometimes I hear the same birds singing from past weeks. telling of their adventures since last seeing each other. They sound like 1,000 musicians performing a great composition, songs that are never repeated the same way twice. My rocking chair accidentally squeaks, and the orchestra is suddenly silent. I freeze in my chair, and the music slowly starts up again, as if all were well and all were one. This is my favorite time of the week, just me and my songbirds.